That's one of the funniest scenes ever. Let's go to Robert, Vancouver, Canada, which yielded me the most important person in my life, my sweetheart. Do you know Tsawwassen up there, Robert?
I do, Dennis, and summer has been a bit delayed here, but finally it's out, and you know what happens with ladies when the heat rises.
Oh, and the ladies of Vancouver, and trust me, I got the prettiest one, are the prettiest. What's up, my friend?
Absolutely. Have you read, perchance, the president of Columbia University, a gentleman named Lee Bollinger? Have you read his recent editorial in the Wall Street Journal?
No, I've heard the name Bollinger, but I have not read this. What's it about?
He makes the argument, and if I may add pathetically, that all mainstream media should be basically bailed out and funded by the government. And, you know, I guess in the United States, the closest thing you guys have there to a public, an official public media would be NPR. But here in Canada, you know, ever since I was born in '64 and before that, we've had something called the CBC, the Canadian Broadcasting Corporation, which some people aptly named Communist Broadcasting Corporation. And, you know, taxpayers fund it to about $1 billion a year. And I'm just wondering how you would feel about, you know, NBC, CBS, CNN, all these guys funded from your tax dollars, $1 billion or more a year each.
Well, obviously it's crap. Listen, NPR shouldn't be funded. If anything, they tilt left. And if you're going to take money, it's like if Barack Obama is going to look at these car guys and say, if you're going to take my money, I get to make the call on your CEO. If NPR is going to take the money and not function as a free enterprise outlet, then they got to adhere to the rules, and the rules are come right smack dab on 00 on the number line as far as ideology, and they don't. They lean to the left. And you go down that road that Canada's gone down, and eventually you have geniuses like Mark Steyn called in front of a hate speech commission because of a reprint of one of the most brilliant books of the last 10 years, America Alone, in their preeminent weekly magazine, Maclean's. You know, all of a sudden, one doofus up there gets a bug up his ass about it, and it's Nuremberg for Steyn for 2 years. Now, I don't want to go down Canada. You know, my deepest wish for Canada is that Grapes Cherry one day turns on radical Islam and starts tearing them a new one on the game of the week. I'd love to see if they would sidle up and call Don Cherry in front of a hate speech commission. What, are you kidding me? Thanks for the report from the great north up there. Untie the chick from the train tracks and get into the red suit and the bad hat. 866-509-RAN, 866-509-7268. Back with more of your calls right after this, The Dennis Miller Show.